Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So right now we want to present about assignment question in subject power distribution system in subject code BLK 3403, and we got question 5 in this assignment. In this group we have 3 group members. Our first group member is Nur ATIELYA SABRINA binti AHMAD YUSHREE. And secondly, Muhammad AZHAR bin Aidil, which is me. And thirdly, Muhammad HARITH bin ZAKARIA. So the question is, a registered chargeman install an electrical wiring for motor starter without control circuit. And if he install motor starter control circuit, he install a switch far from the view of that particular motor. Does the action follow the current electrical regulation? Please elaborate that related regulation. So, in my part, I will explain about safety and legal. Firstly, safety implication. Remote switch location. Hazard. A switch installed far from the motor creates a delay response in emergency. The operator cannot monitor or stop the motor immediately if something goes wrong. Best practice violation. Motor must be controllable and observable by the operator simulator. So, lack of control circuit. Hazard. Without a proper control circuit, push button start or stop button, overload protection, the motor cannot be safely operated or shut down during emergency. And the risk is increase the likelihood of equipment damage, overheating and electrical fire. Also endanger personally during fault condition. Control circuit function prevent automatic restarting after power loss and allows safe emergency stop. Both are critical for industrial safety. So we have 4 legal requirements. Number 1, Electrical Supply Act 1990, Section 33A. Only competent person like a registered chargeman may carry out wiring work, and they must comply with safety standards. Number 2, Electrical Regulation 1994, Regulation 110, General Safety Requirements. Every electrical installation should be constructed, installed, protected, maintained, and used in such manner as to prevent danger. Interpretation, omitting a control circuit and placing the switch far from the motor breach this requirement. So, interpretation number 2, control switch must be located for safe and quick access, especially in emergency. And then number 3, Occupational Safety and Health Act OSHA 1994, Section 15, Employees' duty to ensure safety. Employees or responsible personnel like chargemen must ensure machinery is safe to operate, including proper controls and emergency stop. Number 4, Malaysia Standard MSIEC 60204/1/2012, Electrical Equipment of Machines. So, the emergency stop device must be accessible and effective in preventing harm. And then in interpretation, switch must be installed within reach and view of the operator. So the summarize of safety and legal is the chargeman action of installing a motor starter without a control circuit and placing the control switch far from the motor line of sight constitutes a serious breach of both safety best practice and legal requirement under Malaysia law. This setup compromise the operator ability to safely start, stop or respond to emergency condition, increasing the risk of injury, equipment damage and operation failure. The Occupational Safety and Health OSHA 1994 Section 15 and 17 Malaysia standards such as MSIEC, which mandate that control device must be complete, accessible and capable of preventing danger. As a result, such non-compliance may lead to legal penalty, rejection during inspection by Suruhanjaya Tenaga or DOSH, suspension of the chargeman license and liability in the event of an incident. to ensure compliance and safety, motor starter must be equipped with proper control and protection device, and control switch must be positioned within view and easy access of the operator. Thank you very much.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is ATIELYA SABRINA. Today I'm going to present about working culture solution. In a professional electrical working culture, safety, accessibility and compliance with regulation must be prioritized all times. For motor starters especially, the control circuits and the operating switches must be conveniently accessible and clearly visible to the person operating or responsible for the motor. This is based on Regulation Act 17.2 and 3 that requires motors to have effective start or stop devices, which is the first one. The control switch must be placed near and visible to motor operator for safety and quick access. And the second one is installing a motor starter without a control circuit is against regulation. Motor must have a starter control. Lastly is placing the control switch far from the motor and out of operator view is not complaint. Next is our working culture recommendation. The first one is always install motor starter control switches close to the motor within the operator's direct line or side to ensure safety and quick access. The second one is avoid practice where the switch is placed remotely or hidden, which can cause delays and in emergency shutdown and may lead to unsafe working conditions. The third one is promote a culture of safety and accountability by regulating, inspecting, installation, and providing training to all personnel involved in motor operations and maintenance. Lastly, follow proper electrical installation procedures and ensure the work is supervised or performed by a competent person holding a valid certification, such as a chargeman certificate, as required by Regulation 45 and Regulation 49, to maintain professionalism and adherence to safety standard. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Harith bin ZAKARIA and I will be explaining for the public interest and contribution to society part. So, to effectively measure the impact of an engineering project on public interest and societal well-being, several key assessment methods must be applied. One of the most crucial is a safety risk assessment, which evaluates the potential harm that could arise from design flaws. In this case, placing a motor control switch far from the operator's line of sight. This type of assessment helps identify the likelihood of accidents, such as the motor starting while someone is servicing it nearby. Next, human factor engineering analysis plays a vital role in ensuring that systems are designed with the user in mind. For the motor starter scenario, this involves assessing whether the control switch is accessible, visible, and ergonomically appropriate for regular operation and emergency shutdowns. A compliance audit is also necessary to ensure the design adheres to established standards and regulations, such as MSIEC 60204-1 and the Electricity Regulations 1994. This audit can reveal whether the switch placement violates critical safety principles such as visibility and accessibility during emergencies. Furthermore, stakeholder surveys and feedback mechanism allows engineers to gain real-world insights from those who interact with the systems daily, such as operators, technicians, and maintenance staff. This perspective can highlight design oversights that may not be apparent during initial planning. In addition to safety, a cost-benefit analysis helps determine whether the financial cost of implementing safer designs is justified by the potential reduction in injury, legal liability, and downtime. Lastly, ongoing incident tracking after the installation can provide data on accidents or near misses, serving as an empirical basis to evaluate the long-term societal impact of the design. Together, this assessment ensure that the engineering projects go beyond technical compliance and actively contribute to societal well-being by prioritizing human safety, ethical responsibility, and sustainable design. Next is contribution to society. In addressing safety concerns such as improper motor control circuit installation, engineers can propose several innovative solutions that contribute meaningfully to society. These ideas are developed based on general industry needs, regulatory requirements, and commonly reported workplace safety challenges, particularly in facilities where control circuits are not optimally placed. One such idea is the implementation of a visual auditory pre-start alarm system. This system helps alert nearby personnel before a motor is activated, which improves situation awareness and reduce the likelihood of injury due to unexpected motor operation. It is a practical and low-cost enhancement to any motor installation. A more technologically advanced solution is the Smart Motor Control System, which integrates Internet of Things (IoT) capabilities to allow for remote monitoring and emergency shutdown via smartphone applications. This solution enhances safety, especially in large industrial environments where quick response is essential. To promote accountability and encourage safety reporting, a community reporting app could allow workers to submit complaints or highlight dangerous installation anonymously. This can help improve transparency and encourage proactive identification of hazards without fear of repercussions. Additionally, a safety training campaign targeted at young and upcoming chargemen through vocational schools or union-led programs can build long-term awareness of proper installation practices. Empowering the next generation of technicians helps prevent these issues from recurring. Lastly, a public safety poster and labeling initiative near motor starters and control panels can improve accessibility and understanding, particularly in diverse workplaces where language differences may pose a barrier to safety. These ideas demonstrate how meaningful community engagement can lead to practical, innovative, and inclusive engineering solutions. By translating feedback into action, engineers fulfill their role as stewards of public safety and contributors to societal progress. In conclusion, engineers carry a fundamental duty to ensure that their work upholds the highest standards of safety, reliability, and public welfare. In this scenario involving the registered chargeman, the decision to install an electrical motor starter without a control circuit, or when present to place the control switch far from the motor and out of the operator's line of sight, demonstrates a serious breach of safety practices. This action is clearly non-compliant with the Electricity Regulations 1994, particularly Regulations 36, which requires that all control devices be installed within clear view and easy reach of the operator. Additionally, Regulation 110 emphasizes that all electrical work must be performed by competent individuals and follow established safety protocols. Supporting this, the MAS IEC 60204-1 International Standard for Machinery Safety specifically mandates that emergency stop and control devices must be visible and accessible at all times to prevent delay in response during critical situations. Failing to meet these requirements not only puts operators at risk of injury or fatal accidents, but also opens the door to legal penalties, operational disruptions, and a loss of public trust in the engineering profession. Beyond legal obligations, this situation reflects deeper ethical concerns. Engineers must prioritize human life over convenience or shortcuts. Therefore, such unsafe installation must be corrected immediately, and proactive measures must be taken to educate, audit, and innovate for safer electrical practices. As future engineers, our role extends beyond technical designs. We are responsible for shaping a safer society by ensuring that our systems are compliant, operator-friendly, and built with the public's best interest in mind. That is all from us. Thank you very much.